Hey guys, Jordan here from Tech Today, and for December's budget build, I put together a $500 PC capable of playing most of the latest titles, including Battlefield 1 at 60 FPS on ultra settings. So, let's get to it. So starting out with the processor that's going to be the brains of this PC, I've chosen the Intel Core i3-6100. And this chip is featuring a 3.7 GHz clock speed that's paired with 2 physical cores, but to speed things up even more, this i3 has 4 threads to allow for even more multitasking capabilities. But I wouldn't be trying to pull off any heavy 3D imaging or video editing on this one, although your occasional productivity task should have no problem with being accomplished on this CPU. But moving on, there's also 3 MB of level 3 cache and a cooler in the box, so you won't have to go out and purchase an aftermarket one. More importantly though, this processor is featuring Intel's Skylake architecture, which means your CPU will be running efficiently and in turn will only use about 51 watts from the wall. So for about $120, the CPU should work out well, especially considering all the great performance it'll be providing. Now for the motherboard, I've gone with the relatively simplistic Gigabyte GA H110MA. And this board is packed in the LGA1151 socket for our CPU, and in addition is the H110 chipset for our processor, which is all we'll need since our CPU can't be overclocked. You're also going to be seeing 2 RAM slots, 4 SATA 6 GB per second ports for your drives, and a micro ATX form factor so your PC won't take up too much room. So with this motherboard's affordable price tag of just about $50, it's a no-brainer for this one. Now for the memory, I've picked out 8 GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX series. And this RAM comes in a single module, so you have room to add another stick down the road if you feel the need. This DDR4 memory also has a clock speed of 2666 MHz and a CAS latency of 15. And given its awesome sleek black color scheme, you can't go wrong for about $50. Now in terms of storage, I've selected the trusty 1TB Western Digital Caviar Blue hard drive. But if you demand a bit more speed out of your rig, an SSD is always a great option, so I'll be sure to link one down below. But as far as the specs go on this drive, there's obviously 1 TB of storage, which should be plenty for all your games and files. And there's also a 7200 RPM spindle speed that's paired with 64 MB of cache, which should be able to boot Windows 10 in about 20 seconds. So considering this drive is over 7,000 4.5 star Amazon reviews and low $50 price point, it'll be a nice fit for this $500 PC. Now for the graphics card that's going to be powering the show video-wise, I picked out the Zotac GeForce GTX 1060 Mini Edition. So under the hood, this card is featuring a 1.51 GHz core clock that's paired with a 1.71 GHz boost clock. There are also 3 GB of GDDR5 memory, which will aid in providing a great gaming experience. And as far as I/O goes, you'll be seeing 1 DVI, 3 DisplayPorts, and 1 HDMI if you plan on having a multi-monitor setup, although I wouldn't go crazy with it. So in conjunction with our i3, this GPU will be able to provide about 60 FPS on most games for about $200. Now for the case, I've gone with the sleek fractal design Core 1100. And for drive storage, you'll be finding 2 5.25 inch bays and 2 3.5 inch bays, which will be plenty for this build and the future as well if you plan on adding another drive. There's also a front panel USB 3.0 port for fast data transfer, which can definitely come in handy. So for about $30, you can't go wrong considering the great build quality and modern design. Now lastly, for the power supply, I've chosen the EVGA 500B. And this 500 watt supply is 80 plus bronze certified, which means it'll save you a few bucks a month on the power bill. Although unfortunately, this unit isn't modular, so you may have a few extra cables lying around. But with its over 2,000 4.5 star Amazon reviews and $50 price point, that'd be a great choice. So that pretty much sums up December's $500 PC build. I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to drop me a comment down below on your thoughts and if you would build this one. And as always, I'll have the PC part breaker list linked down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.